Hey guys, so it's 12:18 at night and I'm making this video because I just now got the time. So if you follow me on Instagram, then if you follow like my Insta stories, then you know I was in the hospital last night. I was having some really bad abdominal pain and at like the top of my stomach or whatever. And it like hurts so bad. Guys, it was horrible. It like felt like kind of felt like it felt like contractions. Like that's how bad it hurt. And I was like doubling over, and the pain started at like 8 o'clock that night after we had dinner. This was not the first time that this has happened to me. It was actually the fourth time. The first time that I had this pain, I was pregnant with Levi, and it was right after I had eaten a cupcake, and the icing on the cupcake made me sick, and so I lost the cupcake, and I ended up, with a stomachache afterwards. And then it's happened 3 times now since having Levi. The first time it happened, we had made chili mac for dinner, and I ended up feeling like really sick and not feeling good. Once again, had really bad stomach cramps, whatever. But once I laid down, it made me sick. Like I got sick. And I went and laid down, got my body to relax, and that, my stomach relaxed too. And I went to sleep, and I was okay. And I thought it was just like a fluke thing. So a couple days go by. I tried to eat the chili mac again because we had some left over. Same thing happened. Not 20 minutes after I ate, I started feeling sick again. And I was like, okay, no more chili at all. Which really sucks because it's starting to get cold. And what's one of the things you eat when it's cold? Chili! Yeah, not happening anymore. Which sucks because I love chili. But apparently my stomach doesn't love it anymore. So that sucks. And then it happened again last night. Where I started noticing it, and I was like, oh my gosh, my stomach's starting to cramp, this sucks. And so I took some Tums. Okay, maybe if I catch it early, it won't get that bad. So I took the Tums. It didn't help. My stomachache kept going. I tried taking, I was like, okay, let me try taking a hot shower. Maybe that'll relax me. Took a hot shower, let the hot water hit my stomach. Didn't help. Stomach still hurt. At this point, Levi wakes up. So now my son is awake, and because he's going through a sleep regression right now. And so I obviously taking care of Levi, trying to get him to go back to sleep while dealing with a stomachache. And so I'm about 10 o'clock, Levi finally goes back to sleep. At 9 o'clock, let me back up. At 9 o'clock, Joe was like, babe, or 9:30, he was like, babe, do you want me to take you to the hospital? And I was like, no, it's so late. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to be there all night. No, I'll be fine. And so I ended up at 10 o'clock, I was like, you know what, this is really bad, and it's not stopping. The last few times it stopped, and it's not stopping. nothing is helping. And so I tried putting a heat pad on my stomach. Like, nothing I did was helping. So I called my friend Heather, who is Levi's godmother. Her and her husband came over to our house immediately. They don't live that far. They live like a block, like around the corner basically from us. They came over immediately, and we're here with Levi. And Joe took me to the hospital, and it was, oh my God. Like, the hospital wasn't bad. Most of the staff was really cool. There was just, one male nurse one RN that was like, he was a jerk. And he was a jerk towards my husband, and I was in pain, and I wanted to punch the guy in the face for being an ass. Sorry, pardon my language, guys. So, but yeah, he was a jerk. And so they, they took me, I'm still in pain, and it was like on the top of my stomach. It wasn't like my whole stomach, it was just the top of my stomach, and it was horrible. And so they did blood draw. They took me in for x-rays. Then they took me back for an ultrasound, and then they took me in for a CT scan. And it was just, it was horrible. I never want to go through another CT scan. That was kind of scary. But it was, they think it was obviously something that I ate. And the only thing that I ate was the pulled pork that we made for dinner. But it didn't bother Joe's stomach. It only bothered mine. So, which really, really sucks. And it doesn't make sense because I've eaten barbecue since having Levi. Like, the chili thing kind of makes sense, okay? Because I couldn't eat chili when I was pregnant. And so I was thinking, okay, just a food aversion. I still can't eat chili. My body just rejects it. Okay, fine. But apparently, I don't know what caused it. And neither did any of the doctors or anything. They did find that I do have some gallstones. They don't believe that's what caused the pain. They said that it can cause the pain that I was having, but they don't think that it was the cause of the pain. And then I also have a cyst on my left kidney, which they again said they don't feel as likely that caused the pain. So, yeah. And by being up and walking around, because I had to walk to the ultrasound, I had to walk to the CAT scan, I had to walk to the x-rays. By getting up and walking around, whatever the gas bubble or whatever it was, was able to subside and move. And so by the time they got me into a room, I was feeling better. And then they gave me this stomach cocktail thing that had moxicillin and something else in it. I can't remember what it was. But it was something that numbed my lips, my throat, my tongue. Ugh, it was disgusting. It was so gross. And then they hooked me up to an IV because obviously I had lost fluids because I had been throwing up. And it also had some pain meds in it. The weird thing was that when I reached about halfway through the IV, my stomach started hurting again. Horribly horrible. not horribly horrible. Like, when I walked in there, I was at like an 8 for pain. And when I was sitting there getting the IV and it was getting halfway through, I would say my pain was at like a 6. So it was still bad. And when I walked into that room, my pain was at like a 2. So it was just weird. But I figured it was because my stomach had finally digested everything and I was settling down, and then they're pumping me full of stuff again, and it just made my stomach upset again. But by the time I finished the whole IV and got done with it got signed out and everything, got discharged and everything, they were like, I had nothing. I was fine. I was great. I had told them at the point when it was midway through, I was like, yeah, I'm like at a 6 right now with pain. And they're like, oh, okay, well, we'll bring you something to kind of help. And she brought it in, and she told me that it was going to make me drowsy, super sleepy. And I was like, I need it to be worn off by 7 a.m. because my child is going to be up by 7. And she was like, it probably won't. She's like, you'll be groggy, but you'll be, able to function. And I was like, no. And she was pregnant. And so she was like, yeah, I understand. She's like, how old's your baby? I'm like, he's 6 months old. She's like, yeah, I understand. So I'm like, no, I'm not taking that. She's like, yeah, I don't blame you. So, and like I said, by the time I walked out of there, I felt 100% okay. I was able to come home, and we went straight to bed, and I went straight to sleep. I took it easy on my stomach today, as far as like eating and stuff. I ate everything like real slow, whatever. And nothing made me sick. Nothing hurt my stomach. So I don't know what's going on. And I guess it's just certain things. I end up with really bad, stomach pains, I guess. And it sucks. But that's all there. That to me is all it is. It's just gas. And I'll survive. So yeah, so that's kind of my story for last night. Sorry guys, I'm really tired. And let me know down in the comments if any of you moms have experienced this type of thing after having a baby. I just kind of want to know if it's normal or if I'm just weird. If my body's just being weird and just trying to readjust still since having Levi. I don't know. But I need to go to bed now because we got to get up not super early, but, well, Levi will have me up early anyway to go and Sorry if you're yawning because I'm yawning. He'll have me up early, but we're going to brunch tomorrow with my sister-in-law to celebrate her husband's birthday, and so yay, it'll be fun. So anyway, I think that'll do it for this video. Like I said, let me know if my body's just weird or if you moms have had this, same kind of thing happen. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Lots of love, lots of baby dust. Talk to y'all later. Bye!